reporting from the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference for the Investing News Network. And I'm here with James Black, VP of Listings Development for the Canadian Securities Exchange. So how are you doing today?
Doing great.
Yeah?
Glad to see the show has picked up a lot of steam throughout the day, and I expect another huge day tomorrow on Monday.
Great.
Yeah.
So my first question, what are some of the reasons a company would choose to list with the CSE?
Well, we've got a few. I mean, we try to break it down to 5 reasons, all of which I won't go into detail here, but really people like the simplicity that we offer as a marketplace. We have simple, easy to understand entrance requirements. Disclosure on the exchange is often a much simpler experience than what you may be used to in other marketplaces, because a lot of the disclosure that you produce on our website ensures that you don't have to have a conversation with the exchange, such as when you file not a prospectus necessarily, but a private placement or regular corporate action doesn't need to be reviewed by the exchange. So people find simplicity in that model, the ongoing regulatory model. And then the fee model. The fee model is a symptom of how we regulate. So we can offer a fixed fee model that's simple to understand. It's one fee every month, and it's very much in line with what most people expect in a subscription-based model. Consistent service throughout the year, one simple fee every month, low and fixed.
And how does the CSE differ from other exchanges in Canada, TSX, TSXV?
Yep. Yeah, I just touched on it somewhat with the ongoing regulatory model. It's a lighter touch based on the fact that we have most of the disclosure posted through our website and CDR. The fees, again, lower, fixed. You don't see that in other exchanges. So private placements, again, if you raise any amount of money on the exchange, it's not tied to a table of fees that you have to pay on top of that. Other than that, I think people really enjoy the service they get from the exchange. They know that we're there to answer questions, we're friendly, we're responsive, and we're very open-minded around what people are trying to do with their business. So we ensure the highest level of regulations adhered to, but we also understand that entrepreneurs are always on the cutting edge of technology, cutting edge of industry, and that's why we've seen such growth in cannabis and other tech sectors as well populate our marketplace.
I was just going to touch on that, so I was going to ask you, what about some of the trading growth that you've seen over the last few years?
Right. So if you look at the 80-20 principle, it directly applies to what we see on cannabis. So I would say around 80% of our listing and trading and fundraising activity last year was tied to the growth in the cannabis market, which has been a huge boon to the Canadian economy. 0 to 20 billion in about 4 years of market cap growth. That's insane. Like we've never seen such velocity. So CSE, we had a very much an open door policy. We welcomed this industry to the public markets, and we got to benefit from that to the tune of a record year last year. So we saw trading and fundraising activity last year that we've never seen. Welcomed our first $1 billion company by market cap, and also welcomed over $1 billion in financing into CSE listed companies. Again, around 800 million of that being into cannabis issuers.
And I was watching your presentation as well, and I was just interested in something that was mentioned about cross-listing.
Yep.
So can you go into that, what that is?
Yeah, we encourage companies that if they're on the CSE and they're of a certain maturity, they should perhaps look at listing in the US on an OTCQX or QB market tier. These are not the NYSE or the NASDAQ, the big national exchanges, but rather OTC markets that allow the companies to access new shareholders in the secondary markets through these quotations. And these are well-regarded markets now, and we see a good fit with the CSE that if you want to access US shareholders, that's your simplest path to getting to that market.
So I'm pretty much out of questions. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
For sure. What I'd like to say about CSE is stay tuned in 2018. We have a very extensive events calendar. We like to do event marketing. We're really excited about some of the tech sectors that are starting to populate the CSE, blockchain, AI, and others that we're all working towards a big show here in Vancouver. It's in September with Cambridge House called Extraordinary Future. So stay tuned. We're going to have events leading up to that, and we'll see you back here in September for a big show.
Great. Thanks so much, James.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So that was James Black, VP of Listings at the CSE, and I'm Melissa Shaw with the Investing News Network at VRIC.